Welcome to Podzilla, everyone. It's your favorite show, talking about all things monsters and all things movies. My name is Micah.
And I am here as well. My name's Jasha. Micah,
This is insane.
Micah has brought along to his recording his Spinosaurus Jurassic World Rebirth branded cup from the movies. This is worse product placement than Jurassic World Rebirth.
What can I say? I'm a dino guy now.
You're going to bring around that cinema and the sippy cup everywhere you go.
In this purely audio presentation podcast.
No more
I'm
water
doing
bottles?
my part.
No more water bottles? Nothing else?
No.
No more of your 5 different Yetis you have?
Look, I bought those for work.
Yeah.
And I might start bringing this to work, honestly. Imagine being a little kid, a little patient to the hospital, rocking up to your nursery, sipping from a Spinosaurus cup.
Wow. I feel, P-fans, if I could be real for a second, I feel like I need to apologize just to the community that we've fostered over the last 5 years. Somehow, against all reason, this episode was a week later than we intended it to be. And I've been going through the receipts. I've been going through like the lead up to this, how this happened. And I can't really wrap my head around what messed up with the scheduling. I think maybe Jurassic World Rebirth was pushed back an extra week, so we had to like recover from that. But
did you go back to that 2 minutes where I went through my calendar and was telling you, Jason, this doesn't work. Jason, this makes no sense. We're not going to have the episode released by then.
That wasn't recorded. I don't think. I don't know. I don't know how this has happened. But Podzilla missed a week last week. We're back. We're going to make it up to you.
We are going to make it up to you.
We'll get into that later, how we're going to make it up to you, P-fans. But
because we know you're all distraught by the fact.
The Podzilla community is in chaos. I once again want to shout out our Discord. Links in the show notes where you can get a certified official Discord P-fan name tag now.
I love that name has been around since season 1, I think. People jumping in since season 2 don't know what a P-fan is. Guys, it's a Podzilla fan.
Yeah, you know, like fandoms have their fan names. The fandom name for Godzilla fans is G-fans. And we're one letter off from Godzilla.
Yeah.
And it's our first letter, so it makes sense to just swap out the G for a P.
Yeah, we're all
P-fan.
fans. We're all fans of P around here.
We are all P fans.
I think some people in the Discord were like, I'm going to be ashamed having this tag in the other Discords, in the other servers I'm in.
It makes perfect sense. It's a Podzilla fan. You're a fan of the
for
show.
P.
Yep, perfect for P. But yeah, jump in the Discord. Link in the show notes. It was chaos. It was chaos theory incarnate. Ian Malcolm would have been like, hey.
Everybody had their hands out with some water on it.
Inevitably, Podzilla one day will chaos. The schedule will go off kilter. The paradigm shift of the Podzilla community, it's inevitable. And it was. And people were changing nicknames. People were erupting. It was in chaos. We were a week late.
Jasha edits out one Micah mouth noise and the whole timeline gets shoved over by 2 weeks.
If you did one less mouth noise last episode, maybe the schedule would still be in place.
Maybe. Jasha, have you got anything for us before we start off the ep?
I have been immersing myself fully in Jurassic content the last little while.
Have you?
So
I saw that you watched Dominion?
Yeah, I
recently?
rewatched Jurassic World Dominion, which I hadn't seen since theaters. It's the final film in the Jurassic World trilogy. It's the one where like Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard actually meet Alan Grant, Ian Malcolm, Alex Sattler.
This is the one Jurassic Park movie that I still haven't seen.
A lot of people hate it. It's much less a dinosaur film and more a giant locust movie. So if you're into locusts.
Serious?
Dude, the locust stuff in that film, Micah. You're a big bug guy, big bee fan. Dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, if I went for this Discord server, I would be rocking that bee fan tag.
I actually don't mind Jurassic World Dominion, and I think it is purely
You're going to
because
be crucified for that, Jasha.
I think it's purely because I do not like Jurassic World, and I do not like Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and Chris Pratt's Owen character I'm not a fan of, and the weird like environmental save the dinosaur stuff in that film just doesn't do it for me as much as the like scientific kind of really struggling with these moral dilemmas. And I don't know. I haven't bought into the Jurassic World stuff at all. So half of Jurassic World Dominion is still that. And it's still like, do you remember the Jurassic World trilogy, how it's all about now human
I've seen
clones?
the first two. I remember the second one, the big twist in it was that, they're mixing humans and dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I did not think that got resolved in the third movie.
Well, there's a human clone who's one of the main characters.
That's not a dinosaur
And
human mix.
she's the daughter of Lockwood, a man who apparently partnered with John Hammond to make the original Jurassic Park or to do all the work. And he hasn't been mentioned up until this point. So it's literally, you have to like suspend your disbelief to be like, hey, John Hammond, remember him? There was another dude working with him. And hey, you remember how they were making dinosaurs from DNA? They're making humans from DNA.
This is probably a good episode to bring it up. You have now read the first Jurassic Park book.
Yes. Yeah. So I rewatched Jurassic World Dominion and then I read Jurassic Park over the last couple of months.
Is this guy who partners with John Hammond talked about in that book at all?
Not mentioned once. Not mentioned
Crichton.
once.
Crichton?
Crichton. Michael Crichton. I know my stuff now. But the part I love about Jurassic World Dominion is the other half of it, when all that dumb Jurassic World stuff's out of there and it's like Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler reuniting after so many years and still being so awkward together. Jeff Goldblum, his Ian Malcolm being like this celebrity kind of celebrity scientist almost, who's like hired to come in and do speeches for the
He's like Bill
new
Nye.
facility. He's like Bill Nye the Science Guy.
I was really sad because he was hyped up for the second movie. It was like,
He's barely in Fallen Kingdom, that's right.
Has like one scene at the end. It's sad. I've got my Jurassic World Dominion letterboxed up at the moment.
Yeah.
Apart from real life friends and family, there is not a single person who has rated it higher than 2.5 stars, except for you with your 3 stars.
There we go. And I think it is literally just nostalgia for the original Jurassic Parks, because there's a scene at the end where we just get like Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler. They have just a little conversation and then they decide to like be together and like continue on the few years they have in life left together when they've been apart for all this time. And if you remember like to Jurassic Park 3, Alan Grant still likes Ellie and he's on the phone to Ellie throughout the movie, but she's with her like husband and kids.
Oh, I don't remember
Like
that.
they've always just missed each other and never
Yeah.
aligned. And to be honest, the age gap was quite weird initially, because I think Ellie was like...
She was like 18 when they filmed the movie.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff.
But I don't know, it just makes me so happy seeing their characters wrapped up the way they are in Jurassic World Dominion. So, you know, I'm a sucker
I need to
for
get
it.
back to it.
I'm a sucker for it. But yeah, I read Jurassic Park and I loved it.
Yeah.
It's so different.
I've heard amazing things about the book.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really like...
What did you rate the book on Goodreads?
I haven't read it. I literally finished it after watching Jurassic World Rebirth last night, so I haven't had time to really process.
Hold up. So you're saying that movies and books need a bit of time to process before you rate them online?
For sure.
Man, thank you, Jasha.
Who's not saying
It just
this?
makes me feel good about not uploading my ratings to Letterboxd for
you
weeks
can't
on
be
end.
months and months. There's not months of time you need to... one thing I will say is I think I still prefer the Jurassic Park movie.
Oh,
'Cause
I mean, that's not surprising.
Yeah, it's something like the Jurassic Park book. There's so much more in it. But the thing I didn't really like is a lot of the characters feel the same. Like they are just really smart people having really smart discussions. Whereas I feel like in Jurassic Park, Spielberg's film, they make the characters their own thing and make them more unique. And he really kind of expertly crafts this story from the original book, but makes it so much tighter, makes a lot of the character arcs so much more satisfying. I don't think I've done this before. I've known a movie inside and out my whole life, then gone back and read the book, and it's just such an interesting exercise in seeing, like, thinking about how you would adapt that and how they did adapt it and the changes
why
they
they've
made
done what they did,
and why it's probably better for the changes they made.
Are the characters pretty faithful to how they're portrayed in the book?
No, dude, I need to talk about. Is it Gennaro? The lawyer?
Who?
The lawyer from Jurassic Park. You remember him?
I do remember him.
The lawyer in his shorts, Mikey. You remember
I remember
Gennaro.
his shorts. I was traumatized by his shorts.
He gets eaten on the toilet by the T-Rex.
I remember.
He is kind of just a hapless fool in that film. But Gennaro in the book, he's throughout the whole thing, he's like manning up and going out with guns and tranks and like hunting down raptors, and he's trying to save the park. And he's kind of the hero, not so much, but he's the lawyer who's coming in because he's not trusting what Hammond's doing, and he thinks there might be like a lot of problems with this park.
So he's much more, quote unquote, a good guy.
Yeah, for sure.
For the book.
A good guy, and he like has this pretty cool arc when he mans up and actually starts being a bit better.
Does he still die in the same way?
I think he survives. Hammond dies. Spoiler alert.
Whoa.
Ian Malcolm dies.
Whoa.
Spoiler alert.
Imagine, back 2 steps. Imagine being a fan of the book, being told that you've got the part of Gennaro.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm going to be this Rambo figure.
Yeah.
Lawyer Rambo, guns blazing.
I think at one point it talks about like how muscled he is in the book. And I was like, dude, this is not what they adapted.
Rocking up to the casting, you're like, oh, I don't have the muscles. You're like, don't worry. We can make dinosaurs in CG now. We can give you some muscles.
You've got the legs for it. That's all that matters.
And you end up with shorts on a toilet.
Yep. But I really liked it. Something I never realized before is Jurassic Park, the book was written, then Spielberg made the film, and then he reached out to Michael Crichton and was like, hey, would like to make a sequel movie. Can you write a sequel book? So Crichton actually wrote the book specifically for the purpose of it being adapted to a movie.
Is the second book available?
Yeah.
So I imagine Ian Malcolm is alive in the book.
Yeah. So I think it's a bit of a retcon because the epilogue of the first book is like, man, John Hammond's dead. Ian Malcolm's dead. It's been days since they've died, and they haven't been able to give us a funeral. We haven't been able to bury the bodies. So I'm literally like, how does Ian Malcolm come back to life after being dead for days, his body being around and unable to be buried?
I wonder if it's even less of a retcon and more so just a decision to continue the canon of the movies rather than the book.
Maybe he comes back.
Alternate timeline.
Oh, a sequel to the film?
Yeah.
I wonder, maybe he comes back as a human clone. Maybe this stuff is actually in the original book.
In the second book, John Hammond's partner is talked about.
Lockwood comes in and he's like, hey, Ian Malcolm, we can bring him back.
We've been doing dino hybrids all along.
What have you been doing? What have you been watching or reading? Or you've been acting. Your show's finished, your second show. It's finishing tonight.
As of recording, it's my last night, and I'm so looking forward to having time and actually being able to read books and watch movies. The entire first half of this year has been me being in shows and doing some postgraduate study.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a free man. You're going to see my Letterboxd, my Goodreads pop off.
I don't believe it.
My backlogged pop off, my mezzanine pop off.
Like you say this every year.
Yeah, but this time I can back it up.
This is the reading every Marvel comics.
Yeah, and this year I'll be able to do it.
This is another iteration of that same statement. I'm going to have all the free time to do all this stuff.
Look, we've established how our father's thing is going through phases. Yeah. Your thing is going through series from start to finish.
Yeah.
My thing is starting journeys and not finishing them.
Have you got
So it's almost the worst of both worlds.
What happened to your... Oh, Micah, you were going to play through all the Final Fantasy games before the Magic the Gathering cards came up for them. Which Final Fantasy are you up to?
I'm up to number 4.
Out of how many?
16 at the moment, plus spin-offs. And I'm going to get through them. I'm still going through them.
Okay.
All this to say, I've been a busy boy.
Yeah.
What have I been doing this week, though? I've been reading again. From my Jurassic World trip down to Auckland, I listened to my good old Brandon Sanderson Stormlight book on the way. I've nearly finished it.
Nice.
I've been stuck on that book for the better part of the year. And after that, I'm going to breeze through the rest of them.
All the Brandon Sanderson Stormlight books?
Yeah, by the end of this year.
That's another promise of Micah.
Not even Stormlight, all Cosmere by the end of the year.
Micah, I read through Brandon Sanderson's Stormlight archives last year, and it took me the whole year to read 6 books.
Yeah. And I've spent half this year reading the one book, so the rest of it will be easy as.
I don't believe this.
What else have I been doing? I have really been doing next to nothing. I've been playing a few games. What I have done is I saw the trailer for Project Hail Mary.
What you've had time for is to watch a movie trailer.
This is my most anticipated movie of the decade.
Yeah, I remember on the show, probably like last year, there was a moment when you were like, oh, I've been reading Project Hail Mary, but I'm not going to tell you what it's about. And I know what it's about now. It's about aliens.
Can you actually censor that out?
It's in the trailer.
Yeah, but for people who read the books, that itself is a huge spoiler.
It's in the trailer. It's an alien.
Yeah. This is, man. What other piece of media is like this?
Is that actually a big twist in the book?
It's a huge twist.
So why are they leading the trailer with that?
Dude, this is what every person on the subreddit is screaming into the void right now. If you've seen The Martian or read The Martian, it's by Andy Weir, who wrote it and helped with the making of the movie.
Yeah.
When you're going from hard sci-fi about a dude stuck in space to hard sci-fi about a dude with amnesia who finds out he is the last surviving person on a ship, he doesn't know what his objective is, lost in space.
Yeah.
You're expecting just another straight hard sci-fi novel.
Micah, also about that, the one thing I think I did know about Project Hail Mary was that he wakes up with amnesia and he's trying to figure out who he is and what he's doing.
Yeah.
The trailer as well already gives you those answers. The whole trailer is about, hey,
yeah,
this is your mission. This is your quest. Go to space by yourself. Here's an alien.
I've been thinking about this this past week. It's almost like the unpromotable movie.
Yeah.
Because if you went into this movie with the same expectations as the book, so few people would go to see it. It's like, hey, here's a dude going into space. We're not going to tell you anything else. Good luck.
I think if you hyped up a Ryan Gosling space movie, people would show up. That's Ryan Gosling.
But then if you're expecting a space movie a la Interstellar or Gravity or something, and then you end up with what it eventually gets to, the expectations are very, very different. All that to say, if you remember back to our episode we did with our good friend Johnny Andrews.
Dude, yeah. Another Gareth Edwards film. Monsters.
Oh, no, from his podcast.
Oh, My Movie
Where he just
DNA.
chatted with us, My Movie DNA.
Yeah, we went on his show.
I talked about, I think the movie of Project Hail Mary had just been announced, and I called the shot that it would be the best movie of the year, and I'm still standing by that. You can go back and listen to that episode. I'll be correct.
I'm not as confident as you because
I'm so confident.
I feel like Ryan Gosling has fallen off big time.
Dude, did you see Bullet Train?
Yeah, I did.
Cut that.
Again, that was a great. Yeah, I saw Bullet Train.
What a good movie. Did you also see
The Gray Man?
No,
his upcoming Star Wars movie?
The Fall Guy, I guess. That movie was kind of meh.
I feel like he used to make
the pure confidence in my voice. Ryan Gosling's so good. Did you see Bullet Train?
I love Ryan Gosling.
Was he not on Bullet Train?
No, he's not on Bullet Train. Ryan Reynolds shows up in Bullet Train. Remember that?
Aaron
Taylor Johnson.
I
love Ryan Gosling. I used to love his stuff, like Place Beyond the Pines, Blue Valentine, even like Only God Forgives, Drive.
I've never heard of those first three movies.
Yeah, he did like real artsy, real interesting character-driven stuff.
This is a character-driven movie, Jasha.
But all I see is Ryan Gosling being Ryan Gosling.
Look,
it's like Scarlett Johansson being Scarlett Johansson. We'll get into it.
No, I agree with Scarlett Johansson. This will be different. Look, we've got a whole year. It's coming out on March next year.
Yeah, that's also crazy.
I had a chat with our good friend Kev of the show.
Did you?
When the trailer dropped. He's just as stoked for it as I am.
Okay.
He's read the book and we're both bumping fists. We've both got faith.
Okay. I wish you all the best.
The other thing that I've done is I went down to Auckland by myself to watch this premiere of Jurassic World Rebirth.
Yeah, Podzilla got the premiere invite. I could not make it, so you went solo.
I went solo. A few days later, you went to the exact same cinema with another friend of the show.
Yeah, Max. I went last night. Got back at 1 a.m.
I got back at 12:30. Hey.
Whoa.
What time did yours start?
8:30.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. Late night in Auckland.
And there's something that happens, Jasha, every time I go down to Auckland straight after I finish work. I finish work at 3:30. So I jumped straight on the road.
Yeah.
I got in my car, I got some gas, I popped off to Auckland.
Mm-hmm.
I found a park near, like, 3 blocks away from the cinema.
There's parking spots right next to the Hoyt Cinema.
It was all taken. It was all taken.
Oh.
6:33. I stepped out of my car, and people on the road driving by, they saw Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible, running his way through several blocks.
Because the premiere
into the cinema.
The event started at 6.
People did not get a good look at me.
It started at 6.
I got there
6:33.
Look, I was sprinting through the theater. I stopped for a second to get a picture on the red carpet.
Yeah.
Then I sprinted again, my jacket tails flapping in the wind as I jumped over the side of the cinema seating into a really nice leather seat.
Nice.
With some complimentary popcorn, Snickers bars, and a Pepsi Max by my side.
They actually had Snickers.
Yeah.
So because Snickers is, I think, a sponsor for the film. So
yeah,
that's wow.
That's great.
There we go.
And I made it while they were showing the trailer for The Bad Guys 2.
Nice.
The animated movie.
Oh, yeah, I've yet to see Bad Guys 1.
Same.
I got a trailer for Tron Ares.
Oh, I forgot that was coming out.
I forgot completely it was coming out. Micah, we've been...
Did they show the Project Hail Mary trailer?
No.
Ah!
No. And apparently Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey is supposed to have like a clip attached to Jurassic World Rebirth, but I didn't see that either.
I've only seen one picture. I've seen 2 pictures of Johnny Bernthal and Tom Holland. That's all I know about it.
The leaked images. The poster's so bad for The Odyssey, guys.
It's artsy.
Yeah, but it's just like Christopher Nolan has his own font now. He's like becoming John Carpenter. It's the same Oppenheimer font for The Odyssey. Some random statue. A little black space.
I mean, maybe that's the point. What does the negative space say?
Oh, the space between us and the gods.
The head is at the bottom of the poster. Is it depicting the fall?
Oh, that's a bad. You tell me that's a good poster. Look at that poster right now. Good poster.
It just kills me when when you have 3 lines of text. The first is a film by Christopher Nolan. Fair enough. A little bit pretentious, but okay.
Yep.
The Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
Shot entirely with IMAX film cameras. I don't need to know that, guys.
You're not an IMAX fan.
You can shoot a movie on a Super 8 camera and I'll watch it.
Yeah.
You can shoot a movie on an iPhone and I'll watch it. Which I did.
You could shoot a movie on Kodak film like Jurassic World Rebirth. Michael would watch it.
Is that true?
Yeah, this was filmed completely on Kodak film.
Hey, and I watched it.
You watched it. We've been getting a lot of flack, Micah, because this current theme...
It's 27 minutes into the episode and we still haven't started talking about the movie.
We had to make up for lost time that somehow scheduling took away from us. We've been getting flack because the theme at the moment for Podzilla is box office giants. Movies with giant monsters that made a lot of money.
Yeah.
And we're getting flack because Jurassic World Rebirth, it's just come out. We don't know if it's going to be a financial success yet or not, if it's going to be a box office giant.
Yeah.
Micah, I have the stats. Jurassic World Rebirth, budget of $180 million.
Okay.
In 2 days of coming out, it's already made back $140 million. It's only got $40 million to go, and it's going to be out
crazy.
for weeks, maybe up to a month or 2. So,
mind you, marketing costs.
Yeah, no one cares. No one talks about that. Keep that off the table.
We don't talk marketing here,
but it's already made.
You're a marketing guy. Marketing's your whole life.
Hey, I'm less of a marketing guy, I'm more of a brand guy. You know.
Get those Snickers sponsors for the pod.
We'll get into the Snickers. Just before we get into the film, I just want to do a shout out to our Odo Island patrons. You can sign up at patreon.com/Podzilla to get a whole lot of extra perks, to be able to vote on movies for us to cover, or to nominate the films. Just pick anything you like. And we'll get to the winner of our nominations for this theme later. But shout out to Connor, Frogurt, G. Kira, Nerkles, Michael, Rich, Jacob, Sean, Ron, Matt, JBSpino, and Coff, who became an Odo Island patron.
Hey, let's go, Coff.
Thanks, Coff. We appreciate you. Anyway, Micah, should I lead us into Jurassic World Rebirth?
Yeah, I just noticed an hour ago that you posted some pictures of me pilfering the egg on the Podzilla pod.
Yeah,
Instagram.
you took a lot of content in that 6:35 sprint into the cinemas, I think.
That was after.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I came back and I had 2 minutes to spare.
Are you ready, Micah?
I am.
To enter into
I am.
Jurassic World.
How quickly can we get to Jonathan Bailey?
Quickly.
Okay, hurry up.
Scarlett Johansson is a mercenary who loves money. She loves it, Micah. She really loves it. And a fancy rich finance guy, Martin Krebs, hires her for a job and attaches so many zeros to her salary for it that it's impossible for her to say no. And it's easy. The job, easiest job ever. Travel to a super secret dinosaur facility, a third island, as opposed to the original first, and then the second one. Maybe it's the fourth island. There's so many dinosaur islands in these.
Who knows?
This is probably the fifth. She needs to go to the island, steal some dino DNA from the 3 biggest dinosaurs to ever roam the world across air, land, and sea. ScarJo teams up with a ragtag crew, most notably one Henry Loomis, an out-of-his-depth ex-student of Alan Grant.
Played by
Jonathan Bailey. Woo-hoo! There you go, Micah. There you go. And they get together and they all travel to the equator to hunt some dinosaurs. Now, things fall apart very, very quickly. It's a Jurassic World film. They're forced to help a small family survive a mosasaur attack. Their boat comes aground completely and gets destroyed, unusable. And then they discover a world of mutated, gene-spliced, almost kaiju-sized dinosaurs, hell-bent on never letting them leave this Jurassic World. Never letting them rebirth. Never letting them leave this rebirthed Jurassic World Rebirth. You get it. Jurassic World Rebirth. You get the gist.
How many times did you say rebirth there? I think I counted at least 25.
You try in that sentence on Jurassic World Rebirth. Do it right now, do you? You can't.
Now that all the dinosaurs are dead,
yep. It is time.
It is a Jurassic World Rebirth.
Okay, yeah, that's actually good. Jurassic World Rebirth, Micah. It's weird that we've gotten like another almost reboot of this franchise only 3 years after it came out.
There is officially now more Jurassic World movies than there are Jurassic Park movies.
Just crazy.
And the premise for this movie, it's so funny how it kind of immediately retcons the last trilogy. Now that dinosaurs are roaming the earth, now they're all dead again. But there's a small amount of islands in the equator where they're still alive.
I love it, man. Honestly, it's the whole thing about Jurassic World was getting to the point where apparently we're going to see movies and see stories about dinosaurs and humans living side by side. And you're right. The first thing this does is too complicated. Let's just go back to one island.
It does like
the original like premise for the whole franchise.
It's like an almost Star Wars like what do you call it? This title crawl.
Yeah.
And it tells you it right off the bat, which is fine.
I mean, this movie's real odd as well, because I feel like we just heard about it being made like months ago before it actually came out. And something I didn't realize was straight after Jurassic World Dominion, the creative team of the franchise were like, okay, we have to save like the franchise. We need to do something different. We need to bring people in. We need to go back to formula. So Steven,
I just love how whenever a team says something like that, they forget that there was how many decades between the original trilogy and the next trilogy. You can save a franchise by just letting it simmer for a bit.
Yeah, they had to do some ground control, Micah, after Chris Pratt, by the sounds of it. So Steven Spielberg himself stepped up. He got in touch with the writer of the original Jurassic Park movie, David Coeb, who also wrote The Lost World Jurassic Park. So he wrote the first 2 movies.
We're experienced.
We got Steven Spielberg back. We got Coeb back.
Executive producer.
Yeah, he was producing
Spielberg.
it. He was producing it. And then they started developing the film properly in January 2024. So
Wait, what?
January 2024 is when they actually started proper production.
Whoa.
So Spielberg got Coeb on
That's
the line.
actually wild considering all the CG elements. And
I know.
all of that.
January 2024. Gareth Edwards was hired as director a few months later, and then principal photography took place in June 2024. So literally a year between this movie starting to be filmed to it actually like coming out onto our screens. And only like a couple months between Gareth Edwards being hired to direct and the movie starting to be filmed.
That's an insane timeline.
So it's a really, really quick turnaround, a really, really quick, almost course correct for the franchise.
Yeah.
And it's interesting as well, like Gareth Edwards being the one hired from this, Micah. We have history with him. He directed Monsters. He directed 2014's Godzilla.
Yeah.
And then he did Star Wars Rogue One as well. So he's pretty established as a guy who can come into franchises, kind of give them a little rebirth if
that's
you need
actually most of what he's done.
Yeah. Come into like a little almost standalone.
Rebirthing franchises.
Yeah. So yeah, a year, and then this is on our screen, which is crazy to think about.
That boggles my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I hear stories like that, I just instantly feel real bad for all the VFX artists. Because people in movies like The Flash, which I haven't seen, but that movie is notorious for its CG.
Yeah.
They had, I want to say, more than a year to work on their CGI and VFX. And they were worked so hard under the crack of the whip. I feel sorry for the VFX teams for Rebirth already.
It is just, I don't know how you bring something like this to life at a year. It is crazy.
Maybe it was done really well. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Micah, Jurassic World Rebirth. What was kind of first impressions?
First impressions. I like the premise. It's a bit funny how we got our team of 3. We've got a classic investor.
Yep, we got investor Martin Krebs,
Scarlett Johansson, Zora Bennett, and Jonathan Bailey's Dr. Henry Loomis.
Yep. Mahershala Ali's in there as Duncan Kincaid.
Duncan Kincaid. And the whole premise is that all of these giant dinosaurs that roamed the earth have huge hearts.
Mm-hmm.
And so that there are chemicals and hormones within their hearts that help their hearts to survive much, much longer. And those could potentially help people with heart failure problems in real life.
Mm-hmm.
And I love how it's not just get the 3 biggest dinosaurs. It's one of each element, Jasha. Look, the biggest land dinosaur wouldn't be enough. We also got to get a flying dinosaur blood because that's going to help humans even more somehow.
Yeah.
One from the sea because that's going to help humans somehow.
Yeah. I like the premise. It feels like
it's a premise.
Indiana Jonesy almost.
The thing I did like about this movie is off the bat, this hasn't been promoted as the start of a new trilogy.
It is standalone.
I think they're trying to push for it to become one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it'll get there, but it feels like you're right. The premise of just an action adventure movie.
Yeah.
Like I could see this absolutely being an early 2000s just dinosaur movie. It makes so much sense.
And that's what's a little strange for me, because Jurassic Park and even Jurassic World was always about these kind of ethical dilemmas and these pretty like science-based
It was, right?
moral struggles, and each plot kind of reflected that. And this is the first one that I feel like had not much of that at all. I mean, they tried to do it with like, oh, should we actually give this dinosaur blood to the financer or should we give it to the people? But there's no real, it was just at its core action adventure, hunt some dinosaurs.
Yeah. Get to these 3 beasts, find a way to steal some DNA from them. There was a little bit of, I guess, ethical dilemma. I remember a line from Jonathan Bailey's Dr. Henry Loomis talking about how we don't want to kill the dinosaurs. It's not just against the law. It's a sin.
That was a bad line. That was...
It's a sin.
He really overreacted.
He does. His whole character is like, he is one with empathy for the dinosaurs. But then you're right. Throughout the whole movie, he and Scarlett Johansson's Zora are conflicted about what to do with this DNA once they get it. Do they sell it to the corporation for tens of millions of dollars, or do they make it open source? I don't know how you can make it open source. If you've got dino DNA
that you stole illegally,
that you illegally stole, you can't upload. You can't upload DNA to the web for everyone to use.
And I'm pretty sure, like, I listened to something recently.
I don't know.
I'm not a pharmaceuticals guy.
You're not a tech bro.
I'm not a tech bro. I don't know any of this. But I feel like, I think it's maybe something that the actual original Jurassic Park talks about a little bit. But it's like, if you created the cure for cancer, or if you created the cure for something, it would actually, you'd have to spend so much money getting it tested and getting it patented and like getting it approved for use. And that, like, it's such a deficit to actually invent a cure to something, because the amount of money that you have to pay and put into actually getting the cure out there for people. So I'm wondering, like, if they've just got this dino DNA that's the cure for all kinds of things, like, they're going to have to do so much work to just actually get it out there.
This is a little plotline in, like, the Netflix Iron Fist show, right?
I think so, probably.
With, like, let's make all of this expensive medicine $1 each.
Yeah, that's right. And they're just like, you can't.
So that's a bad idea.
We need people behind the scenes actually giving it to people.
I think the other ethical dilemma that it dives into is, I think it's referenced in the original book or the sequel book or something or other, but it's the mutations of dinosaurs. Once again,
Mike, they've done this in the last 4 movies.
I know. The climax of this movie takes place in a testing facility on the island, which just happens to be on the equator, which is such a big coincidence. Crazy. But we see glimpses of, like, a dinosaur with 2 heads.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But in the big finale, they don't have to fight a T-Rex. They don't have to fight an Indominus Rex.
Spinosaurus, get out of here.
Spinosaurus. It's the D-Rex. Not the Indominus, it's the Dominus Rex. I don't know.
Distortus Rex, Mike. It's distorted.
Distortus?
It's distorted.
Which ends up being this giant mutation of not even a T-Rex, it feels like, but just this giant amalgamation of a dinosaur.
It apparently is from the Tyrannosaurus species, but you're right. It looks like a xenomorph mixed with, like, Clover from Cloverfield with those little...
Yeah, Gareth took a lot of inspiration from a lot of other sources for this one.
It's the first time in a Jurassic Park movie that I was like, okay, this actually feels the closest to, like, a kaiju or a huge, scary monster.
And that was one of the weird things. The big third act creature of this movie felt more like an alien than a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Which they said that they took a lot of inspiration from Alien Xenomorph, from the Rancor in Star Wars.
I could see the Rancor for sure.
The T-Rex from the original Jurassic Park. But it threw me for a loop because it even though it is very dinosaur-like, and this is probably just a personal gripe, since, again, we have had mutations as a very consistent theme throughout the last few trilogies.
The first Jurassic World with that one that can go invisible. I can't even remember. I used to know.
I think it's the Indominus Rex.
Yeah, the Indominus Rex. Yeah. And then there was the, like, raptor hybrid that's on the roof in the second one. I don't think the third one had any, like, Jurassic World Dominion. There was mutant locusts, I guess. There was a mutant girl. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I would have even preferred just a little boss compy.
A swarm of compies for the monster.
Get the locusts out of here, compy swarm. Yeah.
It's so funny because they're like they've got this T-Rex replacement that is the Distortus Rex, this mutant. They've got the raptor replacements in these, which are the Mutodons, which are raptors hybridized with pteranodons. They're the ones that are in the convenience store with the beaks.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like we've got kind of upgrades from the original Jurassic Park dinosaurs, but they are just kind of like, they don't feel like dinosaurs much anymore.
This aquatic Spinosaurus.
Yeah, they've retconned the Spinosaurus. Because in Jurassic Park 3, when Spinosaurus was the big apex predator could take down the T-Rex. I don't think that was realistic at all. And like dinosaur fans were like, that's not what the Spinosaurus is actually like. So in this, we've got Spinosauruses as we actually think they were.
I think this was even supposed to be the Spinosaurus mutated with something else.
Oh, you're right. I think they mentioned that. Yeah.
But at least for me, this real weird Jurassic Park movie where most of the dinosaurs aren't even real dinosaurs. They're mutations of dinosaurs. You still get some ones here and there. Like there's always the classic, what's the one with the frills?
Yeah, Dilophosaurus pops in.
Dilophosaurus.
We get Velociraptors for a
we do
second.
get Velociraptors. We get a little, what's Dolores?
Ah, yeah, I don't know.
Got our little Grogu stand-in.
We have the cute little baby mascot of the Jurassic Park film, the franchise, the backpack dinosaur.
Oh, well, it's not a Triceratops one. Let me look this up.
Dolores.
It's an Aquilops.
Aquilops.
Which I do like. Dolores is fun.
Better than Grogu?
I mean,
Grogu's overrated.
Let's not get into it. It's fully CG. Have you seen what they've done at the Universal theme parks?
No.
They have got a Jurassic Park employee who goes around with the backpack.
Oh, with Dolores.
A fully puppeted Dolores.
That's cool.
It looks so much better than the movie.
I was really disappointed in this. We can get into like the characters and actual plot and things soon.
The only other thing I'll quickly shout out is alongside all of that, we have the Delgado family, which acts as not even a B plot. It feels like a running alongside A plot, where we have this family who's just out going on a little sailboat adventure, crossing the Atlantic for a school holiday that gets swept up in all of this. So you have this mix of people who are very involved in hunting these dinosaurs on the pharmaceutical side of things, alongside these civilians who are really just trying to survive.
Yeah.
Which, again, makes for a real interesting tone for the movie, where you're constantly cutting from, here's some people trying to steal and extract DNA from the Quetzalcoatlus, cut to a family marching through a swamp.
With no reason to be there, with nothing to do. Yeah, I was just
boyfriend troubles, Jasha.
Boyfriend troubles. We needed some relationship in the movie. I was just so disappointed. I don't know how you felt, but just the oversaturation of CG in this. At least in the Jurassic World trilogy, I feel like there were moments when they tried to do something practical and tried to like call back to the original Jurassic Park, because that's what made that so great. There's CG Tyrannosaurus Rex, but scenes with the head and the feet and certain moments of each of the dinosaurs, it just feels real. There's nothing in this that feels real. There's a moment where Jonathan Bailey puts his hand up against the Titanosaurus' leg. And it's just like,
yeah,
most CG thing I've ever seen.
Because I was thinking back to what makes the first movie so great. And at the time, the CG aspects of it are so impressive. They stand out.
Mm-hmm.
But they're definitely not a crutch of the movie. You have those scenes, thinking back to when the dinosaur comes out of the egg at the laboratories.
Yeah, the little raptor.
Of the Triceratops sick on the ground.
Fully practical.
And how there are a lot of those segments throughout the movie. The closest this gets is if you go to Universal Park, there's a puppeted Dolores.
And like, I love CG. I don't mind it, but I feel like such a pivotal part of Jurassic Park that everyone remembers is the practical dinosaurs. And I feel like if you were wanting to, like, the first thing I would do if I was asked to make a Jurassic Park reboot, I'd be like, okay, which of these things can we do practically?
It's almost a series that stands alongside Star Wars in that way, where the practical effects make up half of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that you don't have CG, but it's a really delicate balance between the two, and you're trying to show off the progression and the pros of either art as much as you can without letting one fall to the side.
And I was so excited because I heard Gareth Edwards, this is all going to be captured on Kodak film. It's going to look like movies in the 70s, 80s, 90s looked. And like they're going back to basics. And then You see the T-Rex in this, and it just looks like a goopy CG mess compared to any of the other T-Rexes in any of the other movies. So I was a bit disappointed.
I want to go back and see the other Jurassic Parks and Jurassic Worlds.
See if they hold up.
I haven't seen Jurassic Park 2 and 3 since it's been at least a decade.
Let's do it. Well, I'm sure we'll cover them on the show at some point.
Yeah, but I want to get out of that mindset of like holding off seeing this movie that I really want to watch until the show. I just need to bite the bullet and do it.
Well, Mikey, you got your whole rest of the year free that you're going to watch every movie in existence, right?
So many series under my belt.
Let's go to the cast.
Yeah.
Let's go to the cast. We have Scarlett Johansson playing Zora Bennett.
Honestly, from what I've seen of her, which albeit isn't much, one of her better roles.
She's playing Black Widow.
She's playing a little bit better than Black Widow.
She is
playing a better person than Black Widow.
I guess so. I guess she's playing a better person. But again, we don't need to say it so much, but the original Jurassic Park, the characters were all so good and so unique. Part of my disconnect with Jurassic World is most of it is just Chris Pratt, who I do love. He's great as Star-Lord, but it's Chris Pratt being Chris Pratt in Jurassic World.
I would beg to differ. Is it Chris Pratt being Chris Pratt if this was the first movie that Chris Pratt pratted in?
Yeah, I guess it was. Yeah, I guess it was Chris Pratt pratting it up for the first time as Chris Pratt. But this is Scarlett Johansson giving nothing. This is Scarlett Johansson being Scarlett Johansson. She cries a few times, like it seems like she's trying. But even just her character as a concept, she signs up, and the only reason she does this mission to the equator is for money. And she says it for like the first half of the movie, it's money. I need the money. I'm doing this for the money. This dinosaur blood, we're getting it because it's for the money. Oh, we just crashed here on this island. Fear not. Let's go track down these dinosaurs for some money. And then
a big pivotal part of her character is that she is so focused on her mercenary job that she missed her own mother's funeral.
Exactly.
That's how invested she is in her little mercenary missions.
Exactly. She's so invested. And at the very end of this movie, she decides, doesn't matter. Let's give the dinosaur blood to the people. After a couple conversations, but it's unearned. Like at no point is she actually like, does she come to terms with herself and her mindset and how she's been living her life and why she should give this to the people and why it's an important choice. It's just like money, 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 money. Oh yeah, this is the right thing to do.
What did you think of Jonathan Bailey's character?
I loved Jonathan Bailey.
Okay, thank you. That's all I needed to hear.
I loved Loomis. He was the one character in this that felt like a character. Like, because I know he's big in Bridgerton, but the only thing I think I've seen him in is Wicked. He's doing something completely different.
Yeah. In both of those, I think this team did a really smart job in casting him because you get all of the Bridgerton, all of the Wicked fans who see him as the hot dude.
Yeah, for sure.
And now he's nerding it up with glasses. Oh.
And they even just give him fun character quirks.
Yeah.
The times I was laughing the most in this movie is when he's eating his mints.
That's such a fun recurring joke.
And that's like a pivotal thing you need for a character is you need a quirk. You need something they do that you can call back to and have fun with. No one else has that in this except for him. And it's so funny. The scenes when he's just pops a mint in and it's minutes of just the loudest mint crunching noises.
I really dislike it because he puts one mint in his mouth and then he goes, a loud crack, chew, 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 chew. And then the audio team restarts from the start. So halfway through, it's like the loud first crack of a mint. And they do that 3 times consistently.
What made it so funny because it was like, there's no way this is possible that it's just repeating itself. I do kind of wish they made him less gym bro because he's still like a downwards like professor, but he's mentioning like he goes to the gym. He's still leading the jungle ahead of everyone.
It seems like he's trying to fit that role of the nerdy, slightly timid scientist, or I guess professor in this case, doctor. He is a doctor in this movie, but yeah, they do still make him too cool. Yeah, like I was gonna say too likable, but too cool.
Yeah, they should have made him like a kind of like a annoying way out of his depth a little bit more. But I thought Jonathan Bailey was great.
Mahershala Ali.
Mahershala Ali. He was okay. He's kind of just playing Mahershala.
He's playing.
Ali.
He's the one character. I'm like, there is no difference. The most character that they try to give him is he is separated from his partner because due to some unnamed mission or event that happened, their son.
Their son. I think they lost their son and they separated because they couldn't come to terms with it.
And in the final act of this movie, one of the Delgado children is about to die.
Yeah.
And he steps up and makes the sacrifice. It's full circle, his entire character arc fulfilled. And then...
yeah,
there is...
That's something else.
Oh, there's a death fake out in this movie.
They're so scared of killing people in this.
Because it could become a trilogy, Jasha. What if it becomes a trilogy?
Like the original Jurassic Park, I guess not many people were dying. But
more people than...
It felt more dangerous. Like one of the family members needed to die. The dad of the family needed to die. I wanted someone to die except for the couple characters that pop up and you're like, okay, they are red shirts for sure.
Yeah.
It's a matter of time until that random other co-pilot of the ship dies.
Here's the thing. Again, you can't help but harken back to the OG movie. But at least in that movie, you had characters popping up all the way through. And even though a lot of them died, you didn't know if they were red shirts or not.
Yeah.
You had Samuel Jackson who dies. You had
Dennis Nedry, who's like the kind of the bad guy or the enticing incident, and he dies.
And they both have a lot of character already.
Yeah.
Whereas in this movie, you have these people popping up with little to no character. There's this one dude who is built up to be one of the main cast. He's like the what do you call it? Like the engineer of the ship.
The weapons guy.
The weapons guy who speaks only in French. And
from
the moment you see him, you're like, there's no way this dude survives.
Yeah, him, the engineer, and then the actual weapons guy with like his gun that he has out. And again, you're like, okay, this guy's going as soon, and he dies as soon as some dinosaurs pop up.
What's the lady who grabs onto the pack as soon as they shipwreck on the beach?
Yes.
It does just feel like a lot of lazy deaths as well.
Yeah.
And then you get to Mahershala at the end, and it feels like there's a scene where he holds up a flare to the D-Rex as a big sacrifice play to distract from the other members of the crew who are escaping the island.
Big callback to Jeff Goldblum doing the same thing to save the kids.
Yeah. And you don't see him die. But as the rest of the crew are driving off, I'm like, you know what? They got guts. I'm glad that they killed him off.
I knew they didn't though, because you didn't see him die.
Yeah, you don't see him die, and then you see a flare off in the distance, and you're just like, oh gosh. And it makes the emotional impact less. There is no reason to have him survive.
And he
finishes his arc. He's separated from his wife because his son died. Let him have his character growth.
And the D-Rex is with him.
How does he escape?
The D-Rex is with him, and you guys are running away from the D-Rex, and you're trying to save yourselves from the D-Rex, and then you turn around right back to where the D-Rex was, and the D-Rex is gone?
Jasha, how does he survive this? He is holding a flare in the D-Rex's face. This is a mutant dinosaur.
That's what I'm talking about, is there's no stakes and nothing scary. I'm scared of the T-Rex in the original Jurassic Park. I'm scared of the raptors. Literally the D-Rex, I'm just like, oh.
I was scared of the D-Rex, and then he passed up on Mahershala Ali 5 feet from his face.
And then just walked back into the jungle. I liked Rupert Friend, who played Martin Krebs, kind of the John Hammond kind of, not really, but like the financer of this whole expedition.
I'd say he's a little bit more of, what was that other dude you said?
Gennaro.
A little bit more of the Gennaro character, but outwardly evil. He's got this Italian mustache going on.
I like him. He's popping up in Wes Anderson films a lot. We saw him in Companion earlier this year.
Oh, who was he in that?
He's like the douchey boyfriend that gets...
Oh, he is. Yeah.
Yeah, the Russian guy.
Oh, cool. Yeah. He plays his character well.
Yeah. But there's the pivotal part of this film that no one trusts him from the outset because he didn't try and save one of the Delgado daughters. That's the thing that like Scarlett Johansson brings up, the daughter from the family brings up all the time. No one likes him. And I'm like, he made a good call.
Did he?
The girl from the Delgado family is on the radio calling up the authorities about where they are because some dinosaurs are nearby. They are on the most top secret mission of all time that will put them in prison for the rest of their lives if any of the authorities find out that they're getting dinosaur blood. Of course. I'm putting myself in his shoes. He's not a good guy. But if you are in that situation and doing a mission like this, you are not going to want to call the authorities.
I can forgive him smacking the phone out of her hand.
Yeah.
But then the boat rocks and then she's hanging on to the edge of the ship and he just does like this evil smile and eyebrow raise.
That I do not, I'm not behind at all. He should have grabbed her. But then her like callback throughout the whole film was she's like, he didn't let me call the authorities. I was calling the authorities. Like that's what she's holding against him. And I'm like, why are you getting upset? He should have just said to Scarlett Johansson, she was calling the authorities.
That's all he needed, right?
And instead he's always this Weasley like, oh, wow, I turned around and she was on the ground.
What are you talking about? I did try to...
Whoa, wait, whoa.
Don't believe her?
Do you think Like, he could have just been like, hey, honestly, she was calling the authorities. The boat tipped. I just didn't know what to do. I should have grabbed her, but I didn't. Like, that's all he needed to say.
Imagine movies if evil characters were just like down to earth. It's like, you know what? I tried. I'm sorry. I stuffed up.
Literally all he
Give me another chance.
And yet the whole plot of the movie is he's like, everyone's like, whoa, are you sure you're telling me the truth? That you didn't save her? That you didn't try to save her? That you pushed her? And he's just like, oh, yeah?
I don't know. Oh, look, a dinosaur. There's a scene in the movie where he gets a gun from a fallen plane.
Yes.
Is this a reference? Is this a callback to another movie, or was this just a really weird set piece?
Nah, again, this third island has never been talked about. A third island that 15 years ago they were experimenting with hybrids, which means it was after the original Jurassic Park movies.
Yeah, on the equator as well.
On the equator. So this is like
pre-world.
Pre-world. So while they were designing the new dinosaurs for World, they had this that they were making hybrids with, which makes sense because they were making hybrids for Jurassic World.
Yeah. The amount of islands with dinosaurs on them is uncountable.
It's actually pretty funny. The amount of different hybrids. Like it's dumb, but it's funny that that's what this franchise is now. There's another island with a new mutant dinosaur.
It makes you wonder, why aren't they just doing this with regular animals now in this world? Like, why don't they just make a bee chameleon and not a bee chameleon dinosaur?
Mikey, that's the next movie. It's Impossible Creatures.
Jurassic.
It's Impossible Creatures. Jurassic World Impossible Creatures.
Bring me back.
Like, are we saving extinct, like, endangered species?
Why don't they start cloning endangered species? Forget about the dinosaurs. They had their time.
I want that Jurassic World movie. Is it's just a normal guy, no dinosaurs. He's like, well, we've got the technology. Let's just save the rainforest.
The guy's just like, yeah, I love Triceratops. But what about the dodo birds?
Where's a dodo bird in any of these films?
What about the mowers?
There's technology to clone humans now. Why have we only got one little human girl? Why aren't we cloning like Abraham Lincoln? Why isn't Jesus Christ in this film? We've got his blood on the nail or whatever.
Oh, dude,
the Shroud of Turin. This is the
perfect time for an Indiana Jones crossover. Indiana Jones and the nails of Christ.
Like, literally, that's what they've established in this world, is we've got all this technology to do all this crazy stuff. And it's literally just, dinosaurs again.
Dinosaurs. Yeah,
like, surely people would be up to, I don't know.
We've got the Delgado family as well.
Yeah. What do you think of them?
There's the dad who could have been played by Pedro Pascal and would have essentially been the same character.
Very Pedro-coded, yeah.
They have a older daughter who's all right. She does so little in this movie.
Very annoying.
They've got a younger daughter who is a little bit like Dora the Explorer.
She's there to carry around the backpack dinosaur.
And then they've got the daughter's boyfriend. I kid you not. The cinema thought that the boyfriend was the funniest character in the whole movie. Was it the same for yours?
I had some fun with
You liked him?
I had some fun with Xavier.
I couldn't stand this guy.
I had some fun with him. And I really, really liked, another scene I liked was when he went to take a pee. When it was his turn for watch.
You and your potty humor.
Micah.
I bet you laughed at his pot line too.
No, that was weird. That was a weird line. And then that's just weird. Yeah, some weird line. There's some weird clunky dialogue.
The entire cinema laughing their heads off at the pot line.
Love it. I cannot understand how it's his watch and his family is sleeping and you're in a dinosaur-infested jungle and you choose to walk 15 minutes away from them to find a spot to pee.
He walks a crazy amount.
I would just go around the other side of the tree they're sleeping on.
You're on watch.
What is this guy up to? He's traversing
on watch.
deep into the jungle.
Misses the small dinosaur that the daughter draws toward her.
And that's when they decide to bring back the raptors, which I actually did like, because they're
it's
the
a cool
most
scene
dangerous things on
that was a
island.
pretty cool scene.
But then they get killed by the mutated raptor.
They get
mutated.
And
then
it was the Quetzalcoatlus.
I think it was the mutadons. The like bird things.
No, because it flew away at the end.
Yeah, the mutadons can fly, man. They're pterodons mixed with raptors.
Oh shoot! No, it was the Quetzal.
I don't know. But him midstream stopping and then all the fight going down and blood getting on all over him and then he continues. It was funny.
That's a Nedry moment.
Yeah, the Nedry moment is when old Martin Krebs jumps in the Jeep by himself and drives off and you see like the little sign that's saying this far to the docks and it's just like, okay, he's gone.
He does a huge loop of the island for some reason.
Why does he go all the way back to where he left?
I don't know. I will say a really cool moment in this movie I liked.
Yeah.
The expedition's plan to get off the island is 2 days from when they get there. They have planned for a helicopter to come by, do a pass of the island. If they don't see anyone in 2 minutes, they will fly away. So they've got a 2-minute window they have to get to this helicopter pad by. Throughout the whole movie, in the final act of the movie, they're trying to make it there, let the helicopter people know within this 2-minute timeline that they're there. Our good old boy Jonathan Bailey ends up shooting a flare off like as they're flying away from the island and manages to get them to start coming back.
Yeah.
And it's this really awesome scene where in all of the smoke from this facility, you see the beams of the helicopter. And as soon as they're about to land, as they come out of the smoke, you see it being eaten by the jaws of the D-Rex. That was one of my favorite moments.
The visuals for the D-Rex in that sequence when the smoke's behind Jonathan Bailey as well, and you see like the teeth.
Yeah. When it treats it like a monster, yes. I love it. And I'm a big sucker for flare and smoke scenes. Something about them.
That was great when you realize just how big it was compared to everything else they've been fighting.
And it was this moment of probably the most stakes I felt in the movie. Hey, here's this one chance you had of escaping and it's been ripped away.
Yeah. And then after that, though, the D-Rex is just useless, which was so lame. There's no like big finale with the D-Rex.
It ate Nedry.
The new Nedry got eaten.
Hashtag the new Nedry got eat.
I'm glad we saw at least one arm on the ground. One bloody arm.
Thank you, Spielberg.
We needed more.
Thank you, Spielberg.
Everyone just gets taken away and there's no blood, no remains.
If you had to kill off one more character in this movie, who would it be?
The dad of the Delgado family, for sure.
Yeah?
And Mahershala Ali.
Yeah, keep him dead.
Both of them need to die. Scarlett Johansson could have been killed.
I feel like it could have been a fun death for her.
And get like Jonathan Bailey's like the one in charge at the end. He's like, oh my goodness, I need to take...
They're in a real weird position where you've got this team who are obviously really excited to be in a Jurassic Park movie. And you're trying to keep them around for a potential trilogy.
Yeah.
You can't just be that hasty in letting your main characters die.
But it's lame that that's what it feels like as well. Like I'm watching this movie and I'm actually looking at it. I'm like, oh, okay, they're not going to kill her because they want her for a sequel. Yeah. And they're paying her money. Yeah. And that just takes me out of the story.
It would have been fun being able to sit down and treat this movie like a standalone.
Yeah.
But you really can't.
No. Other dinosaurs, Micah. I mean, there's a lot of dinosaurs apart from the D-Rex. I mean, we've talked about the mutadons. They do have that convenience store scene when it's kind of harkening back to the kitchen scene with the raptors. What do you think of the mutadons? Scary?
They're all right. I have little to no feelings about them.
It is like the raptor kitchen scene, but with no tension or no.
Yeah,
you just don't feel anything.
The whole family is in there as well.
Yeah,
I don't know. The stakes are low. It feels like, and You know they're not going to kill off the little girl with the Grogu dinosaur. I was just thinking that the whole way through. Like, she is going to survive this movie no matter what.
Micah, she leaves the equator with Dolores when they've explicitly stated in the film that dinosaurs die on the mainland now.
Forget about it, Chasha.
So it's like this big happy, oh, she's got Dolores in a backpack. Dolores is going to die in a matter of days.
Don't say that. We're going to see another movie where
the sequel is returning Dolores before she dies.
It's going to be like Clifford the Big Rig Dog, but this girl and...
We don't need another Blue. We don't need one.
Blue wasn't a nice dinosaur. This is going to be a nice herbivore dinosaur.
The Quetzalcoatlus? Quetzalcoatl?
We had this problem with the Godzilla animated series.
Yeah.
Quetzalcoatl.
Quetzalcoatl?
What?
The Quetzalcoatl.
Say that again.
The big pteranodon in this. The biggest pteranodon.
Yeah.
I quite like that sequence when they're having to belay down the mountainside. But it just looks so fake to me. Did you see that too? When they're like looking down over the mountain, it just looks so green screen. But
my medical, my nursing brain was just like, they're trying to get blood from the heart of these dinosaurs.
I was going to ask you this.
Jonathan Bailey stabs this huge syringe into an egg and is explicitly like, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to make it so that the dinosaur embryo inside doesn't die.
He takes so
much fluid from this.
Takes half the fluid of the egg.
This dinosaur is going to grow up severely demented.
It's an island full of demented mutations, you know?
Yeah. Sad.
I was going to ask, like, is that the same? Like, they explicitly need the blood from the heart.
Yeah,
and
this
they've
is
got
just like
two
weird
blood, one like little white viscous egg
dino
fluid.
snot.
Was that do the same job?
I don't know.
They had the actual mother. They had the Quetzalcoatl there. They could have just shot it at that.
Well, the reason that the conceit of what they're trying to do is that they need live. They can't just do it on a dead dinosaur. They need it on live dinosaurs because the blood starts clotting.
Yeah,
hemoglobins and all that jazz.
I know.
It gets deoxygenated very fast. Just bring an egg back in that case. Just get eggs of all of these dinosaurs.
Literally, it would have been easier to
just get some eggs.
Just clone your own dinosaur. Keep it in a lab.
Get some DNA, and then maybe you build a park.
Maybe you build a park.
Clone all these dinosaurs.
But it's not like an amusement park. It's a medical center. You know, it's like
some people can pay to.
But you
can
pay
to come
you can
and see the animals.
I love the scene when they are trying to pull up that engineer red shirt dude. They're trying to like pull up his belay. I don't know what I'm saying when I say belay. They're pulling up his rope. Yeah. And then they're like trying to pull it up, and then they realize that they've actually been pulling up the Quetzalcoatl with the dude in its mouth.
Yeah.
They've been like yanking and pulling up the big bird, which is a pretty cool little reveal.
Yeah, I was hoping that they would continue it after it had eaten the guy. Or that it would fly away and you'd see like a half-digested dude be pulled back afterwards.
That would have been good.
Jonathan Bailey takes a huge fall.
Yeah.
Doesn't die in any capacity.
Real holy grail moment when he's reaching out as far as he can for the egg syringe.
Jonathan, let it go.
Let it go. Let it go, Loomis. I wanted more with Loomis from his aspect, because that's the one kind of very, very blatant callback we get, is that Loomis studied under Alan Grant.
Yeah.
I wanted a bit more from that. Like, surely Alan Grant is just talking to Loomis all throughout his teachings, being like, hey, Jurassic Park was the worst. These dinosaurs are the worst. Like, you should be scared of this place.
Well, I think that they had to go on the mission so quickly.
Yeah.
And I really do like his character. He's not a professor of paleontology working at a Jurassic Park. He works at a museum and he looks after his dinosaur bones, and it's getting closed and packed down.
No one needs it anymore.
And he's like, people would have paid to see these creatures way back when, and now we've had like 7 tickets sold this past week. It's a real sad character moment.
Yeah.
I really do love the character of Loomis.
He is the standout from this.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, he was Jonathan Bailey, man.
And like you said, it is hard looking back at the OG cast of Jurassic Park. Every single character having really interesting character quirks, each of them having aspects of their character that were detriments to them, but made them very three-dimensional. He did feel like the only three-dimensional character here.
Except for Xavier, right?
Unironically, probably yes. The boyfriend.
The boyfriend. The third big dinosaur they need to get dino DNA from is the Titanosaurus, the big like Brachiosaurus like pterosaur.
Is that its name?
Yeah, the Titanosaurus. Micah, the Godzilla connection.
Godzilla. Hey, look at that.
And I really loved this scene.
This was a really cool scene.
When they are in the tall grass and when they see these like weird thin shapes come up out of nowhere.
Huge snakes.
And then it turns out it's the tail of these Tyrannosauruses. And it's just this real beautiful moment when you see these Titanosauruses almost like, I don't know, obviously two mates that are almost like coddling each other. And it's this real lovely, it's a real beautiful scene.
It really focuses on Jonathan Bailey's character here. And he acts it so wonderfully because he really gets across this idea of like someone who has loved dinosaurs his whole life finally being able to see them actually thrive in their habitat.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just a wonderful scene of these two, and then it pans out and you see that it's like mating season for all of these dinosaurs, and there are hundreds of them, and being able to see not just that this is a one-off occurrence, but that this species of dinosaurs is actually thriving here.
And the Jurassic Park theme comes in during this moment, and it's so good and so like mesmerizing. And I wish that's almost the only time the theme comes up, but it comes up throughout the whole film.
Does it?
And I think one of the first times it plays is when Scarlett Johansson and Jonathan Bailey are like having a conversation on the boat, and the theme starts playing, and I'm just like, why is the theme playing when you're talking about being a mercenary or whatever?
That makes sense to me.
It's like they're just trying to be like, where can we fit the theme in?
Millions of dollars.
That's literally what happened.
You know, me and my partner separated. My son died in an accident.
It's actually what happened. And I just don't understand why I didn't leave it for a big moment like the Titanosauruses.
I brought some weed to this island.
I wouldn't have been surprised. The P stream resumes.
There was a early draft of the script where in that scene with the Titanosauruses, there were only, and I quote, 6 legs on the ground between the two dinosaurs.
Oh,
so much more heavily
X-rated Jurassic World Rebirth. Wow,
Jurassic World. That was really bad. I'm
World
sorry.
Rebirth.
Jurassic's World. Birth.
I wouldn't be surprised. Jurassic's World of Birth. That's probably already exists. Let's be real. Someone's made that.
Does.
What was your favorite dinosaur from the bunch? We haven't done this in a while. There's so many monsters in this. Did you ever stand out?
I like the idea of Dolores. I like the probably those Titanosauruses, actually. I really did love that scene.
Looks so different to any of the other like long-necked dinosaurs we've seen so far.
And I really loved how, with the premise of this movie trying to extract the 3 DNA from the dinos, you're expecting it almost to be like a Act 1 huge dinosaur fight, Act 2 huge dinosaur fight, Act 3 huge dinosaur fight. We get the first one with the mosasaur. They get the dinosaur. They get the DNA blood. And then you get to the Titanosaur, and instead of it being this huge fight, this huge struggle to get it, it's actually a real peaceful moment.
Yeah,
where they are just able to appreciate the dinosaurs and live in the world for a moment. Just subverting expectations. That was a really nice scene.
Yeah, I agree. I think I needed more moments like that throughout. It can't always just be terrifying dinosaurs.
Look, not all the dinosaurs are out for blood.
I know. I liked do you see that like eel? The like eel dinosaur thing? The Rupert Friend's character, Martin Krebs, he's like in the water and they're talking about something moving along their legs.
Yeah, you don't
and he,
see it, do you?
Gets out and you see almost like a tentacle.
Yeah.
Or something come out of the water. That looked crazy, man. I want to see more of that guy. I like that.
I think it was just an eel.
Yeah, that was some crazy Jurassic eel. I liked the D-Rex. I did like how much Gareth Edwards leaned into the kaiju of it all. I was just super disappointed by the finale with it. But like you were saying, when it first comes out, when it grabs that helicopter, when you see its head moving through the smoke, when Mahershala Ali is using the flare and its whole face is red, some striking imagery.
Yeah.
And it's done a better job, and I think mutants than any of the Jurassic World movies have done.
I think it would have hit more if those other movies weren't.
Yeah.
If they hadn't done it in the past, this would have been a crazy finale. And I think if they just amped up the D-Rex a little bit more somehow, because we also get in that last final act, there's a big section where the characters are hiding in like the sewers of the lab.
Yeah.
With some of those mutadons chasing after them. It just feels like a very weird finale.
Yeah, it's a bit all over the place. The one like big scene we haven't talked about is the T-Rex scene.
Yeah, this is lifted from the book.
This is
the
a
OG
scene
book?
from the original book where Alan Grant, Lex, and Timmy are on a raft and they get attacked by a T-Rex.
Oh, is it those three? Hey.
Yeah, it's those three on a raft. The best part of that scene is there's a moment where the T-Rex can't see them, but it's feeling with its tongue for them, and it's like slowly wrapping its tongue around Timmy and pulling him into its mouth.
In the
In the book? That
Why
was
can't it see them?
I can't really remember. I think they're hiding somewhere, and like this, it's like trying to reach its mouth through, but it can't get to them. That was my favorite part. One of my favorite parts of the book are just like the descriptions of these really gross dinosaurs. They didn't really adapt that part, but they had a T-Rex on a raft with attacking a raft, so I guess kind of.
What did you think about this scene in general? Did you like it?
I liked it. It was something different. Again, the T-Rex just looked too cartoonish for me. I couldn't really buy him. But it was fun seeing the T-Rex like roll over and you realize that he's doesn't notice them yet, and then he notices them, and then he's attacking the...
It starts off with the oldest daughter trying to get a boat because the dad has broken his leg, even though he's still able to walk on it for the rest of the movie.
Yep.
And there's a scene of her pulling this inflatable raft off the docks, and you realize that there's a sleeping T-Rex in the reeds. There's a cool moment where as soon as the raft inflates, it inflates on its side, and then it drops into the water, and the T-Rex has suddenly disappeared from where it was. But you're right, I can't help but thinking that if they spent more time on this, they could have made the T-Rex look so much more realistic. And I feel like we have seen it even in the first Jurassic World movie. It was better CGI and more believable and more intense because of how much time they spent making those dinos.
Is it the T-Rex in Jurassic World or a dinosaur trying to get into that glass ball that the kids are in? I think it's the T-Rex.
I think it's a T-Rex for that one.
And again, like when Lex and Timmy are in the Jeep in the first Jurassic Park and the T-Rex is trying to break into the Jeep. There's a moment in this when the T-Rex is like putting its teeth into the raft and the girl's underneath. Surely the teeth would like rupture the raft in some way.
It's a strong raft. It's a strong raft.
Because you don't get any of those kind of close, cool moments.
Nah. I just would have loved to see a scale of the T-Rex, you know?
Close up
that's
of the
when
eye.
you know. Yeah, that's when you know it's intense. Is when you can see the scales.
I think that's what I'm left with a lot of this movie is the mosasaur, like Spinosaurus scenes. It's a cool idea for a scene. The T-Rex in the raft, cool idea for a scene. The Pteranodon Quetzalcoatlus Cloacosaurus, that was a cool idea for a scene. But in the moment, I don't feel it.
They all just feel very underwhelming.
They feel very underwhelming and very fake. And I don't know if it's probably a problem with me. But literally, when it's just so CGI heavy and quick moving, and the characters don't feel like they're actually there, it just makes me disconnect recently from things so much. So I just felt a real disconnect in this for a lot of those action sequences. I don't know why.
That's fair.
I don't know why.
Should we get to final thoughts?
Yeah. Do you have any more trivia for us?
I do. Probably the most well-known one because they've actually promoted it on socials recently.
Yep.
Jonathan Bailey. Did you know that he
kissed Scarlett Johansson at the premiere and said, "Life's too short to not kiss your friends."
Yeah, he did it at least twice.
Do you agree with that?
With his sandals and, I quote, slutty little glasses.
Life's too short to not kiss your friends, guys. Take it from Jonathan Bailey.
He didn't say that about siblings, thankfully.
No.
He played the clarinet. He played the clarinet when he was clarinet. I don't know how to say this word with a Kiwi accent. I've seen Squidward say it too much.
He played the clarinet.
Clarinet.
Yeah.
The clarinet. He played it when he was younger. I think he played a little bit in orchestras. And he actually helped play the clarinet for the orchestra that helped to score this film.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it all came to a head when, in the scene where he puts his hand up against the Titanosaurus,
yep,
he is playing his character's solo on the clarinet for that part.
Really?
And there's clips of him online talking about it, and he's like, this is like the greatest moment of my life, being able to play in the Jurassic Park score orchestra.
That's so
cool that
rules.
When you see his character getting really teary-eyed about it, he's the one playing over himself. It's really awesome.
Hey.
There's a school bus in New York City that says Crichton Middle School at the start of the movie.
Crichton Middle School. That was interesting how the movie starts and you see that some dinosaurs are still living in civilization and like there's a big traffic jam because of Brachiosaurus. That's been like graffitied on and stuff as well.
Yeah, I think that was the final... It might have been the final dinosaur living in that
there
area.
Was some sort of news report that like it had escaped from somewhere and gotten into the streets.
I just want a down-to-earth, even like a sitcom set in the streets of New York.
Yeah.
While there are still some dinosaurs around.
Hey.
Give me Friends with dinosaurs.
I don't want it.
There's not a lot of huge other stuff here. Scarlett Johansson has always been a huge fan of the franchise and said that she would have loved to be in a film, even if she was to die in the first 5 minutes.
She should have done that.
And then she proceeded to survive throughout the whole movie.
That would have been a good movie. What do you think of all the product placement? Did you realize this? I've never so blatantly...
You mean like this Spinosaurus Hoyt's drinking cup I have in my hand?
He's been drinking out of this Jurassic World Rebirth cup every 5 seconds this whole recording. No, I'm talking about the Snickers wrapper at the very start that it explicitly stops on.
Yeah.
M&M packet that they're eating on the boat. The Dr. Pepper and Lay's chips displays in the convenience store.
Those are fine. I can look past those.
The Heinekens?
I can look past Heineken's. Those are valid product placements. What I can't look past is how bad the CGI is for that Snickers wrapper at the start of the movie.
It's moving so uncannily.
You'd think for the item, for the, what do you call it?
The enticing incident of the whole thing.
The enticing incident.
Inciting incident?
Hey, it was pretty enticing to me. For the inciting incident, you'd think that they would be able to make it look a little more realistic. It just looks like cardboard.
How about the start of this film where something gets into an air vent and it shuts down the security for the whole entire lab system and the security shut down for 10 seconds and then the D-Rex is able to escape?
You'd expect
just that door to be jammed.
You'd expect that air vents would have filters in them, Jasha. Not in this world.
One door is jammed and then every door is jammed. What's going on?
I don't know. I did like that starting crawl of this movie, though. The scene where the dude is stuck behind the glass and counting down with their fingers, and he's just left behind, and you see the jaws behind him.
The red fumes that kind of become the Jurassic Park logo.
Oh, smoke and red and flares.
Yeah. Smoke and red and flares.
I was all for it. That's all I need.
Micah, what would you give Jurassic World Rebirth? Can you give us a little rating?
What would I give it?
Yeah, what would you give it? What do you think? What are your final thoughts for the film?
I would probably... I don't need any Quetzalcoatlus amniotic fluid.
Okay.
I think I'd be fine with 2 vials of giant dinosaur blood for this movie.
You're 2 out of 5.
Yeah, I've been debating 2 and 2.5 out of this one. But I can't help but thinking, like, would I pop this movie on with some friends? Maybe. I wouldn't be jumping the gun at all.
Oh.
And I think that regarding what we've said about the CG does so much to help further this movie.
Yeah.
I think it could have been so much better, but without it, it is such a crutch for the movie. I was just quite disappointed at most of the dinosaur scenes here.
Yeah, I agree.
And it doesn't help that you're being led through this world, this island full of dinosaurs. You think back to the original Jurassic Park, and it's supposed to be these wonderful creatures brought back to life about the wonder of experiencing this lost race. And there are a couple scenes you get that here, but for the most part, all the characters are just such blank canvases. I mean, the Delgado family, as much as I like the idea of a civilian family being brought into it all, it's been done before so much better so many times.
Jurassic Park 3 was again about a family trying to survive.
I mean, we have the son and daughter, Lex and Timmy, in the OG. We've got Jurassic Park 3. We've got the kids in Jurassic World.
Jurassic Park 2, Ian Malcolm's daughter is on the island out of her comfort zone.
In this one, it just feels like it's being done again, but I don't know, man.
That's the thing is, when does it become like a nice little homage to the original film? And when does this become a lazy copy? Because it's like
it becomes a trope.
Like the raptors in the kitchen, the mutodons in the convenience store. Everything.
I love the idea of a standalone Jurassic Park movie, and I wish they would have gone the route of even something like Alien Romulus, or what was the latest Predator movie, Prey?
Yeah.
Where instead of telling this story about all of these scientists and people going on a huge expedition, I would just really love a standalone Jurassic Park movie that isn't supposed to be this huge scale, started into another trilogy. They have such an awesome world here. They could do... Give me an alien. Give me focusing on one raptor, and it's just a couple kids stuck in a place trying to escape from it, and make that the entire movie. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree, because they could have based this in the past as well. They even could have based it the 15 years ago on this island initially when the mutations came out. Or they could have based it at the original island or the second island straight after the events of Jurassic Park. Like, they could have made it more of a period piece and more self-contained and not building off the previous 6 movies.
Yeah, and I don't love to, talk about reviews and just say, this movie could have been this. But with what it is at the moment, it just feels like it could have really benefited from more than 1 year of production,
Yeah.
Spend a bit more time on every area of the film.
Just spend a bit more time on the whole thing.
Spend a bit more time finding a few better actors, a bit more time on the script to make them form me like 3-dimensional characters, a bit more time on the CG, get me some puppets in here. Yeah.
I'm at a 3 out of 5.
Okay.
I did have fun with it. I do like Gareth Edwards and what he brings to a film. I was just kind of disappointed with Rogue One, and I was disappointed by the creator, and I was disappointed by this a little bit. And I think it just comes down to the script being so simple. Like with the creator, I was wanting some...
That was the sci-fi movie, right?
Sci-fi movie of like us living side by side with robots.
Yeah,
and
I did really like that movie.
I wanted to like it, but I wanted it to go a bit more in depth into like the moral dilemmas of this world. And it's just kind of this straightforward plot. Same thing with this, is I wanted it to feel like Jurassic Park and go into some of the moral dilemmas. And it is just a straightforward plot. Rogue One, I wanted it to be something different and new, and it is kind of just a straightforward plot.
It honestly just feels like just an adventure movie.
Godzilla 2014, it kind of is just a straightforward plot. Of Aaron Taylor Johnson. Do you remember this? This nothing hero. And so I see the potential.
It is just a shame that now with the franchise of Jurassic Park, you're like, It is just another straightforward monster movie.
It is just a straightforward monster movie, and it did have some highlights. Jonathan Bailey was awesome. Some of the dinosaurs had the potential to be really, really cool, but I came away from it not really feeling it that much and not really being connected to the story. So 3 out of 5. I think it's better than any of the Jurassic World movies.
Really?
Where I think my ranking is at the moment, Jurassic Park, The Lost World Jurassic Park.
Is that 3?
Second one.
Yep.
Jurassic Park 1, Jurassic Park 2, Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic World Rebirth, Jurassic World Dominion, Jurassic World, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, I think is my ranking.
So 5 is in last place.
5
is Fallen Kingdom?
Is, yes, yeah. Yeah, this is confusing. I think this is my 4th favorite Jurassic Park movie out of 7.
Wow. You know what I did love? The final scene of this movie is them driving off on their boat into the sunset, having finally left the island and seeing the dolphins cresting the waves beside them.
Again, 1-to-1 callback to Jurassic Park when they see the birds out the helicopter.
Yeah. And I was feeling the exact same as I did in that moment in the first movie where it's like, yes, there are all these extinct monsters that have been brought back to life, but just appreciate the awesomeness of everything around us in our present time.
Yeah, I agree.
It's great. It's a really cool way to end the movie. It has been done before.
But it felt Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I'm very conflicted. I'm glad this movie is here. I'm glad that they're trying to do some things a little bit different.
And there's going to be more. This is going to make a lot of money. I think we're in a world where there's going to be Jurassic World movies every couple of years. So
it's become a Star Wars.
I think Star Wars isn't even Star Wars anymore.
Did this make more money than Dominion?
I don't know. It's a good little question.
I'm going to look this up.
I mean, we don't know how much money this has made yet at all. Jurassic World Dominion made over $1 billion.
Shoot.
So this is like the hottest franchise in the world right now. You make a Jurassic World movie, you expect
That's successful. Oh my gosh.
You expect it to be like on the biggest box office list of all time. Biggest box office of all time. Jurassic World is, the franchise to make. So it'll be interesting to see if this gets as much of a buy-in from the audience.
All I can say is that after watching this movie, I've got a Jurassic Park themed Magic the Gathering deck I'm making. It's fueled my passion for that even more. I'm looking forward to it.
Let's go to our mailbag. We actually have a voice message that my friend Max, who I went to see this movie with last night, sent in. Let's have a listen.
Hey there, guys. I had a really fun time with this one. I'm not someone who watches all of the Jurassic Park movies and knows everything about it. The majority of Jurassic Park that I know is from the Lego sets. But I've seen the first one. I've seen one of the Jurassic Worlds. I think I've seen the first Jurassic World, but so I'm not like an expert. But this one I had a lot of fun with. I think it got like the wonder really right. You know, that sort of feeling that you're discovering these new animals for the first time. Really hit me in the feels. Even though I'm not that connected to this franchise, it still evoked that within me. So that was really great. The plot itself, super simple, get from, A to B to C to D, and then those sort of really great moments with the T-Rex or with, the Brachiosauruses, I think they're called, sit within there really nicely. So it's not that convoluted, and I just really liked it. One little nitpick, though, that I have, apart from some of the character building with ScarJo, I found some of her backstory stuff to be a little bit clunky, but the thing is that I had this lady talking throughout the entire film, and I tried to shush her, I gave her the evil eyes, and she did not yield. So my question is, have you guys ever had to confront someone at a movie theater before? Let me know.
Good question.
I went with him last night, and I did not even hear this lady once.
Max is having this duel of the fates beside you.
I'm just in the world of Jurassic World. I agree with his wonder point like a lot with that Titanosaurus scene.
Yeah. That's like the thesis of this franchise, right? It's appreciating and just being in wonder at these animals.
Seeing the wonder of it and then being like, oh, but is it right?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that's the thesis.
You're not feeling guilty, but apprehensive wonder.
Apprehensive wonder.
Hey.
It's Jurassic Park. Max, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry you had to do this battle. Like my duel of the fates with this woman.
Duel for the gays.
I don't know if I have ever had to have a chat to someone. Recently, though, I went to see a film in our fucking A theaters, and like 6 or 7 teenage dudes ran down halfway through the movie, sat right next to me on one side, and then seconds later, one of the workers at the theater came down with a flashlight and was like, "Hey, get out now. You got no tickets." So I was scared that I was going to have to tell these boys off, but I didn't have to. The peacemaker within me didn't have to come out.
I'm such a peacemaker, eh?
Yeah.
Like I straight up would not ever confront someone in a theater. The way you were saying that, it sounds like a good M. Night Shyamalan movie.
M. Night Shyamalan film?
Yeah. Get a security guard with the torch.
Oh.
Having to escort people out of the cinemas. It's like a 5-minute long movie, but really engaging, really fun. There's a twist in there somewhere.
Thanks for
Jasha is the hooligan running down the steps.
No, never would be me. Thanks for that, Max. We also have a message from Jikira who says, Rebirth isn't a bad film by any means, but it's lessened by all the Jurassic Park films came before it. Nothing's done poorly, but it's all been done before. Sort of feels like they wanted to pump out a dinosaur film for some quick money and didn't want to push boundaries. The D-Rex is underwhelming, and I enjoyed the segments with the normal dinosaurs more. 3 out of 5 dino eggs from Jikira. His question is, if you guys could make a dinosaur theme park, what would you do to not have everything go to hell like it always does in these movies? Also, any particular dino exhibit you'd push for?
I would love, and that this is a safe exhibit for me.
Yeah.
I would love a room.
Mm-hmm.
Did you play Animal Crossing?
A little bit,
for the Switch?
Yeah.
Did you get your museum up and running?
No.
There's the museum in that game is wonderful, and I would love a full museum space with like low lighting, just almost like an amphitheater full of hundreds of nests of all the different eggs.
You want dinosaur eggs on display?
Just dinosaur eggs on display. They don't have to be fertilized.
Wow.
It's safe. You can just have them there.
Do you think people are going to be paying money to come and look at some eggs?
I would love to walk around a huge room and just see all these eggs all around each other. You're laughing at me. I'd love it. That would be my little baby.
I would do one of 2 things. First thing, I wouldn't do eggs, but I'd do like baby dinosaurs.
Like baby Muppet babies.
Like
Jurassic babies.
Like Dolores. There's a scene in the original Jurassic Park book when Timmy is playing with a baby raptor that's like that can move and run around, and it's just very playful and it's very fun, and it doesn't have this like evil instinct yet. The evil instinct of the raptors. Like I would, have just a whole lot of babies, and then when they get a bit old enough, you ship them off to the equator or whatever. But it's kind of just like, oh yeah, little fun
little dino
zoo.
playpen.
Yep. Or I would get DNA of like a plesiosaur. I would get DNA of like a Gigantopithecus, and I would make like cryptids the theme park, which is just small enclosures from like, this is the Bigfoot encounter. This is the Loch Ness monster encounter.
What's your humanoid dinosaur that you love?
Stenonychosaurus encounter.
Jasha would be fighting hard for the Stenonychosaurus
exhibit. Yeah.
Exhibit.
You guys look it up. Stenonychosaurus, human dino hybrid.
Forget
what happened.
Dinosaur human hybrids.
Actually,
get this dude in there.
Don't listen to anything else I said before. I'm just going to bring the Stenonychosaurus back and then
marry it. Apparently,
marry it because it has a bigger brain than us, and it would have evolved to that state naturally.
Glad we got that out of the way.
Podzillapod@gmail.com if you ever want to send in any thoughts or voice messages like Max and Jikera there. Micah, Everyone's been waiting for it. Next episode was supposed to be our Patreon pick. Our Odo Island patrons nominate a movie. All our patrons vote on which one should be picked to be covered.
What have we done so far for this theme?
For our Box Office Giants theme, it has been Cloverfield, Ghostbusters, Jurassic World Rebirth.
Great.
Micah, we had another tie. We originally had a tie, Tammy and the T-Rex and Gorgo, and then we flipped a coin. Tammy and the T-Rex won, so we went with it. But this is it's not a normal tie. It's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and the Iron Giant that were both completely tied. And when people realized there was a tie, again, our Discord just erupted into chaos. There was like an official court document submitted to the Discord. Did you see this?
I didn't.
About box office shouldn't be based on money. It should also be based on emotional currency, like the tears shed during the Iron Giant. So the Iron Giant should take... There was a court document that was like written up and put forward to the P fans.
Which chat was this in?
This was in the exclusive Infinite Island chat you get if you're a patron. Okay. And then like, I think JBSpino in the Discord or someone, there was like a court official who actually recorded the court's appeal and we had to sit through minutes of it. And then there was like point after point about how Power Rangers is a box office giant, even though it just made $66 million compared to like how much Jurassic World Rebirth has made in but 2 days. People were at odds and ends, and we did not know what to do. And Micah, I don't think it feels right to put this to a coin flip.
You don't?
I don't.
I do.
You feel like it is right? So PFADs, I've twisted Micah's arm.
Has he?
I have. He's still not sure about it, but we went this season into releasing episodes every 2 weeks. We're going back just for the month of July into weekly episode releases. We're going to push out Box Office Giants to the end of July. We're going to be covering both Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and the Iron Giant. And before both of those, next week, we are additionally going to be talking about the new Superman movie, which has a kaiju in it. So
hold on. Usually for our themes, we've been doing 4 movies.
Yes.
This movie this time there's gonna be
7.
Cloverfield,
Ghostbusters,
Jurassic World Rebirth, Iron Giant, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Superman.
Yes.
And
that's it.
That's 6. Okay.
No? That's not 6.
Do you want me to recount?
Oh, wait, that is 6. Yeah, 6. We're doing 6. We're doing...
Okay, that's not so bad.
That's not so bad. Superman has a big kaiju in it that's being promoted in all the trailers and all the toys. So we're going to be covering that next week. James Gunn's new Superman movie. Straight away week after, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Then to finish up the theme and the month of July is the Iron Giant.
Does Mighty Morphin Power Rangers even have a kaiju in it?
It has a kaiju in it.
Okay.
And it has a dude in purple called Ivan Ooze that I'm scared about.
What? Okay. Yeah, all right. Okay, I guess we're resigned to this.
It's going to be a packed month of July. But yeah, we're going to do another recently released film, Superman, which comes out next week. We're going to be covering it next week. Send in your Superman thoughts to the show. Hopefully that does well at the box office too.
Yeah, imagine if it's just the biggest flop ever. My statement I would say to back Superman up is, if we're talking about the greatest of all time,
yeah,
Superman represents all of humanity.
He's a giant.
He is a giant in all of our hearts.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great, Micah.
Yeah, thank you.
You're cooking with it.
Thank you.
You're cooking with it. Yeah. Do you want to smoke some pot or?
I brought some weed to this island.
How out of left field has got. This is so weird. Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for waiting. Thanks for being strapped in for the rest of July on this crazy box office journey we're going on. Yeah, again, if you'd love to become a patron of the show, patreon.com/Podzilla. We'd love to have you. You get extended episodes every week this month. You'll get an extended episode. And after this one, we're going to be talking a little bit about Ghostbusters 2, which we also watched straight after Ghostbusters last episode.
Rip the chances of a Ghostbusters 2 episode.
Maybe at some point. But we're just going to have a little discussion about Ghostbusters 2, so stay tuned if you're a patron. Other than that, Micah, Do you want to put on an Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum accent and say something crazy about science for us?
The thing about chaos theory is, wow, this is someone else. This is almost a little bit Owen Wilson.
This is Owen Wilson.
Thanks for watching the pod, everyone.
That's Joker. I can't do anything.
That's not what I asked for. Why is Owen Wilson talking on our show?
Guys, thanks for listening. As always, if you like the show, give it a little rating. If you're so inclined, pop a little review on the podcast wherever you're listening to as well. It helps us out. Get ready for this month. It's going to be a wild ride.
Wow. Wild month. Wild ride. I don't even know.
You sound like the ooze slug from Monsters Inc.
I have an ooze coming out. Podzilla is back. Podzilla is back. Podzilla is back. It's a rebirth of Podzilla. Podzilla rebirth.